Hello student, in last video we discussed vapor pressure of liquid solution. Okay, now let us discuss vapor pressure of solid liquid solution. In previous video we discussed what in case of solute, solvent, both are liquids. Okay, now in this case here solute is what solid and solvent is a what liquid. Okay, now so here we have the definition of vapor pressure. What is the definition of vapor pressure means? Here liquids at a given temperature vaporizes and under equilibrium conditions the pressure exerted by the vapors of the liquid over the liquid phase is called vapor phase. What is the meaning of that one means? Here I am taking the one closed beaker. Okay. So I am taking one liquid. It is in volatile nature. Volatile means you are going to get the vapors. Okay. So after certain time what happened here, you are getting the saturated vapors, means what happened, you are getting the maximum number of vapors. Okay, these vapors exert the pressure on the surface of the liquid. Okay, that pressure is called as a what? Vapor pressure. Okay, so liquid at a given temperature means talking about the particular temperature only. Okay, if temperature changes, what happened, vapor pressure going to be changed. So vaporizes and under equilibrium condition means what? Equilibrium means what? At that stage our vapors are converted into liquid converted into vapors. That is called as what? Equilibrium. Okay, the pressure exerted by the vapors. So these vapors going to exert the pressure on the surface of this liquid. Okay, that is called as what? Vapor pressure. Now here, when non-volatile solute added to the pure solvent, vapor pressure of solution is less than the vapor pressure of pure solvent at the same temperature. Why? Okay. Now here we have the one question. Here solute is a what? Non-volatile, means it is does not going to vaporize. Okay. This solute you are going to add the what? Solvent which is having the what? It has can be vaporized, means it has a volatile nature. So here we have the solute is non-volatile, but the solvent is having the what? Generally here volatile or pure solvent. Okay. So here what is the question here? When non-volatile solid, for example, I have the pure solvent here. Okay, here pure solvent, it has some volatile natures going to vaporize, means you are going to get the vapors. Okay, for example, here around I have this many vapors when it is a pure solvent. Okay, now I am making the solution. Solution means what? I am going to add the solute for this case. Now you can see here this one red one is what? Solute. Okay, so now if you see the vapors, what happened? You can see compared to here number of vapors are amount of vapor is less. Okay, why? The question is now why it is less. Okay, so what is the question? When non-volatile solute, okay, here the solute is what? Non-volatile, added to the pure solvent, vapor pressure of solution is less than the vapor pressure of pure solvent. Solvent, this is a pure solvent. When you add the solute to the solvent, it has become the solution. Now vapor pressure of this solution is less. Okay, why? The question is why it is happening like this, they are asking. Okay, now let us see here. At a given temperature, we are talking about the what temperature means, but particular temperature, what happened in a pure liquid, nothing but this is solvent. Okay, solvent, the entire surface is occupied by the molecules of liquid only, nothing but only solvent. Here if you take the pure one, what happened, the surface, if you see here, we have the only pure solvent molecules only. Okay, so in the solution, the solution means what? You are added the solute to the solvent. So now it is a this case. Okay, when you add the solute, what happened here, the surface has both solute and solvent molecules. Okay, now if you take here, what happened when solute added to the solvent, on the surface you can see this is red color is solute and blue color is solvent. So we have both solute and solvent at the surface of this liquid or this solution. Okay, the surface, okay, when non-volatile solute added to the solvent, the fraction of here, so what happened, the fraction of the surface covered by the solvent molecules get reduced. Okay, consequently the number of solvent molecules escaping from the surface is correspondingly less, thus the vapor pressure is also less. Okay, so here what happened, when you are going to add whatever condition, here I am going to add the non-volatile solute. Okay, so what happened, non-volatile means it does not going to vaporize. So what happened when the surface, the solvent having the vaporized capacity but volatile, when you add a non-volatile, what happened, for example, this below this we have the solvent molecule. Okay, solvent molecule, it want to escape. But what happened? Above we have the non-volatile, means it does not going to vaporize. It's going to stop now. So because of this reason, here you can see, okay, here if you see here what happened, we have only pure solvent, so it's going to evaporate easily. But when non-volatile solute, here in this case what I have red one is not, does not going to vaporize, so it's going to stop this vapor. So because of that reason, what happened, for the pure solvent, when you add non-volatile solute, the vapor pressure going to be decreases. Okay, so this decrease in we will call as a, here if you see, the decrease in the vapor pressure of solvent depends on the quantity of non-volatile solute present in the solution irrespective of its nature. Okay, what we are telling, when non-volatile solute you are adding, the vapor pressure going to be decreases. Okay, so the decrease depends on what? Depends on the quantity. Okay, it is does not the one depends on the nature, means how much you are adding, quantity, or 1 kg 2 kg is important, but what is its nature, which solute are you going to add? Are you going to add urea, are you going to add sucrose, whatever that may be, it is irrespective of the its nature, it is independent on the nature, it depends on the what? Quantity. Okay, let us see the example here. If you see the example, decrease in vapor pressure of water by adding 1 mole of sucrose to 1 kg of water is same as that produced by adding 1 mole of urea to the same quantity of water at the same temperature. Okay, here I am taking the 2 beaker, okay, in a closed container. So if you take the closed container, what happened? In the both the cases, I am taking the 1 kg of water or 1 liter. Okay, density of water is what? 1. So instead of 1 kg, you can tell as a 1 liter or 1000 grams. Okay. So for the first beaker, I added 1 mole of sucrose. Okay, this is non-volatile solute. For second beaker also, I added 1 mole of urea. Okay. So if you see, sucrose and urea both are different solute. But if you see the decrease in vapor pressure, for the both the cases are same. Okay. Why? Because means it depends on the amount. Here also you added the 1 mole. Here also depends on the, here also you added 1 mole. So amount is same. So it depends on the what? Quantity, not the nature. Nature means either you add sucrose or urea, whatever that may be. But what happened? You added the 1 mole both the cases. So decrease in vapor pressure for both the cases is same. Okay. In a binary solution, so here already we told we are discussing only binary solution, means we have only component. Okay. If you take here solvent by, I am writing as a 1 subscript, as I am considering as a solvent as a 1, and non-volatile solute I will consider as a 2. Okay. Only the solvent molecules are present in vapor phase and contribute to the vapor pressure. So when, as we told, when solute is a non-volatile, solvent is a volatile, what happened? Vapors are coming from the only solvent, not the solute. Okay. Here you can see on our first diagram, what happened? Here you are getting the vapors, here also getting the vapors. Here more vapors, less vapor. Okay. These vapors are coming from where? Only solvent. Why? Because means it is a volatile in nature, but not from the solute. So from binary compounds, when you added the non-volatile solute, okay, solute when non-volatile, vapors are coming from the only what? Solvent molecule, not the solute molecule. So for this case, now if you see the, okay, so according to Raoult's law, okay, here non-volatile cannot present in the vapor phase. So if you see the vapor phase, what happened? You cannot see the vapors of the what? Solute. Okay. So if you apply the Raoult's law, what is the Raoult's law here? The partial pressure is directly proportional to what? Mole fraction of component. Okay. So once remove the proportionality, you are getting the what? P01. Okay. So P01 what? Vapor pressure of pure solvent. Already we discussed in the previous case. So in Raoult's law, P01 is what? Pure solvent vapor pressure, and X1 is what? Mole fraction of solvent only. Okay. This is okay, mole fraction of solvent. Now here if you take the one plot, okay, we have one plot here. What is that one? A plot between vapor pressure and the mole fraction of solvent is linear. What is the meaning of that one? Okay. So here if you see the plot, on y-axis I took the vapor pressure, okay. On x-axis I took the mole fraction of solvent. I am talking about the only solvent, not the solute. Okay. You know very well, from left to right value going to increases, from top to bottom value going to increases. So here mole fraction, here if you go for increases, 0 to 1 means what? You are going to add 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, like that you are going to add. Okay. Now there are increase in the mole fraction. So once the value mole fraction is increasing, the vapor pressure you can see here. See, for this value vapor pressure is this much. Okay. For this mole fraction you can see vapor pressure this much. For this vapor pressure, you have the vapor pressure this much mole fraction. So once the mole fraction of solvent increases, what happens? Vapor pressure is going to increases. So vapor pressure of this is a pure solvent. I'm talking about the pure solvent, not the solution. Okay, this is about the one vapor pressure of when you adding the one solute is a solid and liquid is solvent is a liquid. Okay.